a stance. No, Bees would tell me, say, seeing a white man ride by and take a picture of the sign. So that's beautiful. Isn't that right? They should have already had that. It's on the website. Isn't that right? I guess they have to see, say, black people doing it, huh? That's what we stand for. See, what people don't realize, they've used the same technique for years of trying to use fear to try to intimidate our people to get us away from the truth. So when you ain't doing nothing, nobody's studying you. Y'all hear me? As long as you're going to be a Christian, you're going to be a Protestant, you're going to be a Catholic, which all in the same devil. Isn't that right? As long as you're going to study this religion, you fine. That means his subliminal messages are working. See, we've been trained to follow our master and follow our oppressors. We haven't been really given a mindset to break away from this cruel master and start to establish our own way. You start to see that you become a self-thinker. You become independent in your ideals. And how you try to establish or you want to try to make your own way, it's a threat to him. See, the only way his system's going to stand, you got to stay a part of it. See, he learned that when he broke away from the rule in England. Isn't that right? He broke away from the establishment. Y'all know that? But he still kept some connection. See, his children went right back to what he was trying to get away from. He was trying to break away from the government rule that was in England. He tried to establish his own government, own rule, gave himself an independence, a declaration to declare himself to be independent. That's what your declaration of independence is. He declared himself that anytime they get these nations, they establish it, they need to set up some kind of declaration to declare yourself to be an independent nation or a state. We're an independent nation or state. And they want to see our writings for it. We got it right here in the book. I'm trying to get our people to become conscious to the situation that we're suffering and we're struggling every day right here in what they call America. America's been cruel. America has been unjust, inhumane to us. America has lied to us and mistreated us. America has done everything wrong under the sun to us. I don't know how anybody can stay loyal or say you found liberty here. The only thing you found is brainwashing. Y'all hear me? We lost our children with these people. We lost our dignity in our home, and we lost the respect of our children in our homes. Isn't that right? He knew what he was doing. With time, a child wouldn't think twice to talk back to their parents. Not to say all of them didn't. We had kids that talked and fought back, but it was a very small number. Now we spend more time fighting and arguing, trying to reason with children. And now we got grown adults trying to talk to babies, trying to get them to stop and come back. You talk to no little child, you knock them down. That's what we did. So we let them know, and I tell you something, that's what I meant. And I remember my dad would tell me, I ain't going to tell you but one time. I ain't repeat myself. And then right now we had to put it on rewind. That's what they want us to do so we can lose our children like his children. So he keeping us in such a disarray in our homes and in our marriages and in our families, so we can't even see the real problem. It's him. He know he the problem. And then right, nobody want to say it to him because everybody afraid of what he can do to you. Let me tell you something. If he wasn't scared of you, he'll come to you one man for every one of our men that fight us. When he come to you, he's going to send 20, 30 of them in cars. He's going to put sirens and throw lights so he can disorient. What you think the purpose of it is? To disorient you. Everybody hollering a different command. Get out, hold your hands. So you don't know what command to go. I keep you disoriented, then I put you down. That way you can't think. That's the same thing he do when he give you the television, give you the music. Then he put disarray with your kids and with your wife. You hear so many different orders, you don't know what to respond to. Then I come along and give you the only direct order you need to be hearing. That's the commandments of the Most High Yah. But you fight it. How you think you do it? Fear. It's fear. Huh? Any organized gang got colors. The Bloods, do they wear blue? They wear green? They wear red because they're a gang. That's what he doing this in the police office. He going to send you out. They're a gang. They're going to wear the same color. Gangs have weapons. They got sticks. They got knives. They got guns. Same thing. They're a gang. That's all. There's an organized gang. Huh? Every gang got ranks. And you got lieutenants. You got generals. You got high rollers and all this other junk these folk got. So he got the same thing. He got commanders. He got chief. He got captains. He got lieutenants. Then he got streetwalkers. Huh? He got people that got to get in and put in work. Y'all all right? All right. Everybody see it that way. That's all it is. You take some kids out here with the same colors on, got guns and sticks, they're thugs, vigilantes. You take some white people and get them sticks and get them badges, and you call them the authorities. It's called wordplay. That's all you are. You just jumping and beating on innocent people. You're arresting people that hadn't committed a crime. You shooting people down. You number gangs and thugs. Huh? And then yet they tell you about how you need to come together and you need to stop the violence in your community. That's what they tell you when gangs shoot you, don't they? That you need to get together and organize yourself and get some type of watch so you can stop these gangs in your community from killing one another. Well, why we don't organize and get together so we can stop the gangs of police that's gunning us down in our neighborhoods? How many more Freddie Grays? How many young men, Kenny Walkers in Columbus, Georgia? How many more our women and Kathy Johnson in Atlanta? 96 years old, gunned down 100 rounds of bullets in her house. 96-year-old woman, and they tried to show her and portray her as a drug dealer. 96, they know they did it. Found a picture with one of her kids and them put one of them hats on her and tilted to, you know how you get your grandma, come here, grandma, oh, that look cute, and take a picture. That's the very picture the news threw up and tried to make it look like she was drug dealing. 96 years old. They didn't come out the lady. They still hadn't come out and publicly told y'all they came in and tried to rob her. That's what they were doing to take these home from these people. What was over in Vine City? To get back, they could re-gentrification. A 78-year-old woman over there just a week or two before, they had just done it to her. They didn't kill her, they kicked her door. Can you imagine in your home the police kicking your door in? No knock search warrant, just ripping your doors off. That was to scare you out your neighborhood so these white people can get it back and they can come back and they can put some flowers in the front yard, grow the grass back, and resell it back out to you for $400,000. I want only people to say something about it. At some point, when it's going to stop? What if it's your grandmama? What if it was your mother, Kenny Walker, coming home from work? Not speeding, not drinking, him and his friend. They're coming from work, a white-collar job. Stopped by the police, thrown on the ground. He asked, what did I do? And he get 2 shots to the back of his head from a military assault rifle. They got the video on YouTube. The other officers, they on the back, they just get back looking, and the joker just walked back to his car like nothing happened. No conviction. I'm sorry, he was convicted. I do want to stop this line I got a bad habit of doing. He was put in a position, it was pretty bad. He had to resign and go full-time in the military. I just hope he can get his life back together. 'Cause I can only imagine just how in disarray I would be after I just shot a man down and come to find out he stopped the wrong car. He was led to resign his job. The prosecutor, the white knuckle-dragging caveman, told them that if they wanted to prosecute him, their family need to hire their own attorney. Let me see how that worked. The prosecutor's supposed to work for the state. When you're charged with a crime, the state is charging you. The people, representing the people, are charging you for that crime. That's who the prosecutor represents. He said, I'm not prosecuting. This is news fact. Don't take my word for it because I'm a big liar. The prosecutor told him flat, if you want to prosecute him, hire your own attorney. How can I hire an attorney to prosecute you? I can hire an attorney to sue you civilly. I can't hire no attorney to prosecute you. That's the state's job. These white people ain't never respected us. Here it is now. We still got these kids somewhere. Kenny Walker kids out here, they're still without a father. His wife without a husband. And what are these white people doing? Nothing. And they tell you just how great and how loyal and how loving they are and how forgiving they are. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. You ain't got to never sneak to take my picture. You can walk up and take it. I'm available. Y'all hear me? If they really took us as a threat, they would respect us. I'm being honest with you, they would respect us. You know why it don't bother the most average black person? Because it's always there's something he could have did. He was doing something that was wrong. It was very wrong. He was black. It's very wrong to be black. It's very wrong to have melatonin in your skin. It's very wrong in white sight. Huh? I mean, it's just bad. 96-year-old woman dead. How many of these people, how many of us they got to kill? How many of us they got to shoot down? A white boy can shoot a black man that's running because he got child support and just gun him down in his back. Shoot him down, and his other white friend, they can just sit over a dead body and just look at it. Why they being videoed? Don't even know they being videoed. Don't even bother them. Some people at some point you say, man, I screwed up. This is a mess. Man, what was I thinking? This is stupid. We do this all the time. This is just the one we got caught on tape with. You still got to go and fabricate a gun. That just show you they don't care. They don't respect us. If American buildings burned down, if American economy got taken down and stripped where we didn't put our money back in it, then they respect us. Then they respect us. They can take it how they want to take it. Or they'll try to say, oh, he's trying to invoke. I ain't trying to invoke now. Why you don't tell your people to stop what they're doing to us? I'm just telling you, at some point, I ain't like Farrakhan here, or else. I know that punk wasn't going to do nothing. You know, punk. What you going to go out there and holler, oh, else? I tell you, don't put your hand on me, or else. Put your hand on me. Don't do it again. What was the or else for? Why you go way up here to tell somebody, oh, you went to this man's house? What you going to tell him all else for and you ain't do nothing? Man, shut up. Niggas up there picking up paper. Nothing but city workers. Farrakhan ain't nothing but a government plant. Sponsored by the government. Set up by the government. Man, let me tell you something. I heard something, just keeping it. Do y'all know them police officers just can't even run his tag number, can't even put his information, his name in their computers and run it? In Chicago. Now here's a black man that advocates hating whites pretty much from what they say. Here's a black man that's against American whites. Why is it that I, as a law enforcement officer, just can't run his name in the computer? Why would I be told don't run his name in that computer? Don't look his address up in the computer. Because it's a government plant. These guys ain't nothing but CIA operatives. That's why they let him operate. It's a good scheme he runs, though. Because the people going to be on the street selling pies and selling donuts, pushing bananas. These guys ain't nothing but CIA operatives. Tell them to show you a record where they paid me off. Tell them to bring the tapes up where I sat down and cut a deal with them. They know good and well. Al Sharpton, too. Got tapes of this man seeing her talking with drug dealers about getting drugs. Don't even get convicted, though. Just blow it off. There ain't nothing but government plan. Eddie Long, government. I told y'all about these guys years ago. CIA plan. Nothing but a CIA operative. Every one of them. The president of the United States going to come sit inside your church with you. And his daddy. With a nigga. Barack Obama won't even come around me. Isn't that right? Because they ain't on their payroll. Y'all hear me? All right. I'll tell y'all want to. Don't trust them. Don't trust none of them. Trust no one. Our own people are some of our biggest threats. Because they sell us out. You don't get them seats in the Congress and get all those places in the Senate, all them places without selling your soul to these people. You black. They work. The laws they pass against you. You think these blacks that sit in the Senate don't know what, what's this right they get? What is this about this pro-life stuff agenda they got? Or these abortion? You think they don't know what this about? Planned Parenthood. You don't think these senators don't know about congressmen? John Lewis, nothing but a sellout. Oh, fat, no, blind nigga. Nothing but a nigga got hippo lips. I don't trust all that old crying. Nigga eyes stay running. I don't trust them. Everyone nothing but a plant. I ran with Dr. King all these years. All these guys are claiming they're advocates for all this right, just as that. All of a sudden, they all sitting right here in their face with them. Every one of them will. You can't run here. Go out there and get you a police job and run Jesse Jackson's name in that computer. I guarantee you get fired. I guarantee you getting fired. Because he's a government plant. And you start running his stuff in that system, you're going to find out where he at. Every one of these guys have sold us out. Julian Bond, too. Nothing but a crackhead. I told you, I don't remember in the 80s when he was caught up in the scandal with Lisa Left Eye Mama. How many of y'all here in Atlanta remember that? Y'all remember, am I lying? She took the charge for it. He snorting dope, they moving dope. One girl went to prison for it. Julian Bond never seen a day in jail. They ain't nothing but a plant. Every one of them been nothing but a sellout. That's how you get in the position with them. They ain't going to let me be their president. I get equality for everybody. I get a clan their own land. Don't bother me. Let them have what they want to have. Everybody don't like other race. I'll put you somewhere where you want to be. I don't care what state. You can have either one of them. All of them ain't nothing but a rotten hellhole as far as I'm concerned. Give it to them. What the point of making people stay together that don't want to be together? I don't see the purpose. You don't want to be with blacks, you don't want to be with white. Put you somewhere and let you get your own state. But the rule going to be you can't trade with the rest of us, though. You ought to stay in your state. I say gate every one of them in. That's your philosophy. You don't want to be with nobody else. Gate you in and keep your own place. Yeah. Isn't that right? I think the people of Elohim ought to be together. Yeah. Isn't that right? I think everyone ought to be together, and I think we ought to be gated in. Yeah. Y'all hear me? We ought to be fenced in with walls, but back in our own land. Isn't that right? America, if I was America and I hated niggas as bad as they do, I'll give us some money and get you out of here. Yeah. If you can spend trillions of dollars to go fight the Taliban and kill ISIL because you say you need to get rid of them and you don't want them here, why don't you spend some money and get us out of here? And we can end all this. You can save all your pictures, all your surveillance. You know how much money you'll save? They said more money spent in security than anything. I'm trying to help save their country money. Isn't that right? They don't want to get rid of it. They know what happened. Let me tell you what these people do know. You get rid of the people all are hearing. They know they play going straight to hell when we leave. That's why every one of these oppressive countries are smart enough to know you got to keep some on. Isn't that right? They done learned by experience that they got favor from us being here. These people ain't stupid now. Y'all can play dumb if you want to. They'll play like they hate you. They ain't going to let you leave. They ain't going to pay. They'll put them Mexicans on the bus. They'll pay them Mexicans to leave. They need you, though. There's no Mexican ain't got no God. Any man swim through a sewer with his mouth open, they already know you filthy. Any man defecate on their own food and eat it, you lower than an animal. They already know ain't no God in you. How you going to swim through a sewer and don't breathe? How many of y'all swim? How many of y'all know how to swim? How many of y'all have swimmed? Many occasions. How many of y'all have swim and never swallowed no water? You gonna tell me some people out here ain't gonna swim through a sewer? All people gonna do that is some godless people. I ain't no way I'm trying to get to it. Listen, I'm trying to get to Jerusalem, but it's not even lawful for me to swim through no sewage. It's not lawful for me to drink no sewage. Isn't that right? We got limitations. Even Clint Eastwood, one of their greatest white hope with a 44 caliber, told you, a man's got to know his limitations. You can't follow these people, man. Any God these entities races get, they're going to get it from us. They ain't never seen no God that they seen us. Huh? These people ain't never seen right till they seen us. Everything they been doing been wrong. They still wrong. Put on a suit and tie and brush their teeth and still wrong. Huh? Be the husband of one wife, the wife of one husband, and still wrong. These people ain't never seen no right, no justice till they seen us. These people ain't never known nothing about no laws till we got here. Oh, good and well, these people cave dwellers. Don't trust none of them. People need to repent. They need to be begging us to forgive them. So we being passive with these people, afraid of these people. Tell you, for what we hiding for? We ain't smoking no crack. We ain't raping no kids. We ain't kidnapping nobody. We ain't telling no lies. Tell like Yahuwah said, let Yahuwah be your fear. Let him be your dread. I don't watch all these people. I'd be a fool to sell out to them. Everybody that kissed they behind get burnt. As long as they been on the one with them kids. Soon as you turn on them, they're going to wind up getting you. You try to stop and be a man, they're going to turn on you. And he's too punked out to even tell you the rest of them sissy that slept with them boys. Because he know what expense he going to cost him. He don't want to die. You think Eddie put them boys on that plane, flew them boys around, all them folks met them boys, and them boys were gay, and you could see them boys gay activity happening, and everybody else didn't know nothing about it. Everybody enjoyed them boys. Huh? They were enjoying them boys like fine wines and cheeses. Now, one preacher done came out and said he ought to burn in hell but me. Brother, watch where you put your mouth. I've been doing that. Don't put your mouth on it. Hey, you ain't got to tell me twice. Isn't that right? Didn't do it the first time. I just run him down. TDJ, known home. They know they gay. It doesn't matter. He's just smarter than the rest of them. Smarter than one out of every one of them is TDJ. He know how to leave every one of them out there and leave them dirty. Jamal Bryant, you're a dumb, short, ignorant nigga. Another nasty gay. All of them gay. Every one of them homosexual. Why a straight man going to be hanging with a homosexual? Don't even make sense. They all gay. They're in the same circle. Punked out. Oh, it's just irritating. You know what? It just hurt me just the way we get treated. It hurt me the way we just sit back and we just be so passive to these people, so afraid of it. Same stuff they did in the 60s. Anytime they seen blacks gathering and getting together, they'll wait on the Klan, wait so they could break them up. Right there and start beating them. You know what that would teach you? Don't come back to the meetings. So they stand out there and they beat you for coming. That teacher stay away. They're going to beat us if we come. They're going to beat us because they know we keep unifying. And people to use their head and fall back. We cut that beating out the first time they got there. Ain't that right? Once you crack about 10 of them good back, the rest of them will catch on. How long we going to keep running? Well, let's just be honest. Let's take it from the approach of let me just hush my mouth. Let's take it from the approach of don't let me say anything. Have you become any safer? Have you become any safer? We've done everything this man asked us to do. We went to his church. We prayed to his Jesus. We pledged allegiance to his flag. We paid his taxes. We've gotten jobs. We've gotten off of his welfare system. And the man still manages to kill us. We fought this man military. We've done heroic feats. Listen, the Tuskegee Airmen are known for never losing a bomber. You have fighter planes, they had planes that took to guide these bombers to make it over here where they can drop all these bombs. This big giant plane that can't fight, all it does is open them up and drop off bombs. This is called bombers. These guys were trained to fight off, to make sure that these bombers made it down without any of them getting blown up. Every white pilot that they ever used to do it managed to lose the bombers. The Tuskegee Airmen are renowned for never losing one bomber at the expense of putting their lives there. Never lost one. You can find these jokers in your local Kroger's with a struggling jacket on. Jessica Lynch, a white girl, poor white trash, managed to be sitting in the wrong seat, managed to shoot up all her bullets, hit no one, managed to get captured. And this white heifer is a hero. Has a movie, has a medal, and the heifer ain't got to work. You tell me about justice. Nobody want to talk about this, though. Why we want to talk about this, though? Why we want to talk about, can you go see Jessica Lynch in your Kroger's? These men are struggling. These men should never want for anything. That's America for you. They want to know what my problem is with America? None. I want to know, what is an America problem with me? What's your problem with me, America? What's your problem with everybody that look like me? You ain't going to find no more loyal people. If we see somebody trying to blow these places up or trying to kill these people, we'll call and report them. They sat and watched their own beat us, other officers sworn to protect, watch us get gunned down and shot and sit here and do nothing. And then they don't even get charged. We can't even get the man convicted that did the shooting. There's no way you're going to convict the man that sat by and watched the shooting. Right. That's impossible. Any lawyer, any jury going to look and say, if Leon did the shooting and you couldn't convict him, how you going to convict me from looking? Right. If Leon got out, this is going to be simple science 101. There's no way to convict me. I'm just a watcher. Self-preservation. That's where it started for us. Self-preservation. Huh? I don't owe these people no explanation of loyalty. I don't owe these people no explanation of do I hate them. If anything, they need to be owed, they owe us an explanation. They need to show loyalty to us. I don't owe these people no, I'm not going out my way to show these people that I love every one of them. It's even an insult to even question me on that end. But they don't feel insulted on their end. Something's wrong. Just something wrong with the whole picture of how can these people walk around as though they're free and that they're liberal and that they're just. We make them feel like that. They can walk by you and wait back. See, I knew I was right. Wait, nigga. See, it make me feel good about myself. You understand that's just how things were back then. That's just how people did things back then. That was a different time in history. I wouldn't call it so much as wrong as I would just call it history just has a way of how things work. They always got some old kind of trashy excuse to explain wrong. Nobody ever wants to take responsibility. And it's because of us, because we sit here and we act so passive with them and we work so hard to prove to them that they're good in our eyes and that they're still just, even though you know they're wrong. They say the worst stuff to your face and you got to sit here and bite your tongue and bite your lip and act like you don't hear it because they've been accustomed to doing it. All I'm saying is that's what happened back at that time. And that's how people were at that time. How do you still manage to show the same traits? The people we're dealing with now are the children of these people. They still hanging posters and pictures and keeping letters that granddad and grandmammy wrote. They're still holding the thing tradition. These people still go back and reenact the Civil Rights War. Every year. How many of y'all didn't know that? Every year, they reenact it. Right here in Kennesaw, Georgia. But y'all know what we need to do? We need to let the past be the past. Why don't see none of these white people come in here and stop them? Why don't see some of these white people saying, hey, we need to get, especially since you've been dominating, you came up on the Union. I don't know what the purpose of going back reenacting it. Can we reenact Nat Turner? Some old poor nigga will go up here and watch that foolishness. Always I'll go there and watch it do like Uncle Rucker. I'm going to throw a rock. That's it. I'm going to hit me somebody. I'm sick. How many of y'all sick of it? I'm just sick of it, man. It's just sickening. It's just sickening. It's just like, come on, what else can you, at that point, what else can you do to us? Listen, I mean, just the hate for you, and the hate is so strong, they don't know the difference between hate and envy. They don't know the difference between hate and jealousy. Their hate is still or spilled by their jealousy of us. Everything it is that they do to the black man is to emasculate him. Take you, strip you down, make you naked. Then when I see you naked, I want to beat you and put marks all over your body. Then I want to castrate you. This I do so I can feel better about myself. Nobody look at this. Missing murdered kids, 27, 28 kids killed. All of them had one thing in common. What was they had in common? Every one of them had their penises cut off and put in their mouth. Interesting fact. Nobody talks about that, dude. Now the missing murdered kid, nobody talk about that fact. Every one of them had their penises cut off, put in their mouth. 398 kids were killed in England. About early 2000, late 98, somewhere between 98 2000. These babies all range from, I want to say from 1 to 4 years old, 8 at max. All of them had one thing in common. Who know what it was? Every one of them had their penises cut off and put in their mouth, and they were thrown off a bridge and drowned. Every one of them. Huh? They looked at, can't let another big one grow. Couldn't let another big one out here. I'm going to lose another woman. See, if it happened to them, they wouldn't be sitting down talking about it. Action already be happening. But that's when we supposed to get on our knees and ask Jesus, the same nigga who ain't showed up yet. The same nigga, he gave, that's the problem. He gave it to you. He gave it to you. Does that make sense? Even in, anybody been in prison, arrested, been in jail, incarcerated? Okay, whoa, some of these folks, I'm going to do a background check out this service. You know what a guard isn't supposed to do? Give a prisoner nothing that they could use against them. The job of the jailer and the prison is to keep things out of your hands you can use against me. So you think I gave you Jesus because you could use that against me? Once I hit you, beat you up, call on Jesus. He'll be there. Once I rape your kids and rape your wife, pray to Jesus. He'll come and he'll fight for you. Does that make sense? Even if a person, anybody here been kidnapped? Some of y'all here, you just don't even know it. Some of y'all, you don't know it. You've been kidnapped. Because you're not even who you're supposed to be. But the mere fact, do you not know a captor is not going to give the captive something they could use to get away? That's why you tape up their hands. That's why you stop up their mouth. So there's no chance that you hollering and somebody hearing you. You get their hands and you keep because they get their hands free. See, that's your boy. You lift up your hand towards Shamayim. Isn't that right? Even your feet, he ties them up, keep you from running to escape. Because the book told you the name of Yahuwah is a strong tower. The righteous does what? So you tie your feet up so you can't run. You can't lift up your hand or break free, or you can't get a voice or a sound out where you can be heard. He taped up your mouth by giving you this despicable language. He tied your hand by making you guilty with blood. That's why you think it's so he take us in his military and put us out here. He want us so. You know what? When these people hate us, you know what he can tell them? When them people sat back, and them Taliban, when them ISIS people sat back and they look at how they hate these white people, how these white people done them, they have just enough sense to show them something. Let them just see a little young. Let them see some Daryl. So when they look, they realize, you with them. So now all y'all together. He know what he's doing. That's why he put your face on the line. Because he don't need him to distinguish. He need him to think all of us together. That's amazing. Because he put all us together. White people put all us together. You want them Farrah cannons? Because they got a bow tie? Isn't that how they work? Y'all sister wear them scarves, what ask y'all? You want them Muslim? Want them Muslims? Because I'm going with you have on what they have on. So what you think these Taliban and these other people think when they see you with that uniform on, they see him? You're one of them. You see how smart this man is? He's smarter than us. So he try to make it to where they can't distinguish. They need to see you just like they see me. So when they want to kill me, they want to kill you too. It makes you fight till you get your eyes off me and you get your eyes on fighting them. Because psychologically, you're saying you ain't done nothing to these people when you don't realize you did when you put that uniform on. You did when you start proclaiming the same lies I proclaim. So they look at you just like they look at me. This probably ain't good conversation, huh? That's why we have to tell these people we are a tribe. We are a tribe of people. We are of the Yahudim. Huh? We are the children of Yashrael. Y'all hear me? We are victims of this place. Go ask the Indians here, American Indian. Go and ask the Indian, can you see his baby? He'll tell you you can see his papoose. Go and ask him about their women. He'll tell you about his squaw. Because those are words you use. That's not his language. He'll never call a woman. He's going to call her squaw. He'll call that baby a papoose. That's his language. You have a language. But he's taken away from you so you can try to fit in with him. He know you want his money. He know you want his exchange. He know you want to fit in and be like him. Then you got to talk like me. You got to talk like me. You got to dress like me. You got to go to the same schools I went to and get educated like I did. And his education has yielded you all seeing him predominantly you with not jobs that you working that's not even in the field you went to school for. You paying student loan debt for something that was a hoax. This man ought to be tried for the hoax and the lies he told. This man promised you jobs. That's a direct violation. That's a flim-flam. That's a Ponzi scheme. Hold on for a minute. I can get y'all guys, what is it, 8 of these guys. Just use these 8. Make it 800. I can get all these guys to sign up, pay me from 60, 80,000 to 20 to 30,000 and promise them something and don't get it. That's a Ponzi scheme. That's a pyramid. Wow. Wow. Y'all see how they done did the white boy who owned that pill they need for, what is it, for cancer, AIDS? He took the pill from $13 to $700. $700. They asked him about it. Do you feel bad? He told me, yes, he feel bad. He said, because I should have made it higher. A $13 pill that can save white lives. He charging them now $700 per pill. He said, listen, let me see one of y'all be CEO of a company and you don't make your money and keep your job. Oh, you can see it, but he told him flat. You know what he went and did with some of his money? Y'all ain't going to believe this. Bought a Wu-Tang Clan album. Get what he said he going to call the pill. He saw the name of the pill, the Wu-Tang pill. Oh, he done. He was picked up by the feds. He been incarcerated now. That show you. You know what? When you start talking black, that's a problem. This boy, man, take a pill. White people need the pill from $13 and them took it up to $700. And he said he should have made it higher. Then I went and bought the Wu-Tang Clan album, the last album. Listen, and say he ought to name the pill the Wu-Tang pill. Y'all, that show you though, listen, they make up law. Now they saying they got him for a hedge fund scandal. They'll make up stuff that they going. He was over a hedge fund account and he took in the money that he's making there and using to pay off money. So if he paid off a wrong, what's your problem? Right. There's a problem. That pill is needed by white people. Right. And you got a white man guy there, and he's sitting here buying nigger stuff. Okay. Y'all don't see the bigger picture. You know what black saying? He ought to go to prison. I hope he die. He ain't causing me no problem. How much stuff they sell us that's overpriced? Huh? Why they ain't locking up Michael Jackson for a shoe he ain't spending $15 for? He charge you $100-something for it. $200 for the shoe. Because white people making money off of black people getting scammed. See, y'all don't see the signs, do you? They ain't got no problem with what Mike make, because Mike making white people money. This white boy making his own money, and this white boy buying black stuff. They're putting money back in the hands of black. So now you're gonna make up something on him and you're gonna arrest him. How many times I remember one time the white was ill. He has irritable bowel syndrome. And we went to the place to pick up some medication for him. 3 suppositories. 3 of them. I said, go ahead and get them. I said, get them. They said, well, I said, go ahead and get. I got my car. I said, go ahead and get. I'm gonna pay for them. I said, I said, how much? She said, $1,800. I said. I said, how much? She said, $1,800. I said, Dwight, I said, listen. we were still Jesus then. We finna call him like we want. 18. Why these people ain't been incarcerated? This man had a serious illness. He needed these pills. $1,800 for 3 of them. Suppository, which means you're gonna poop them out. Why they incarcerate them? Because that's not something a lot of blacks need, not something a lot of whites need. See, y'all got to see the real scheme of what these people do for us. Y'all hear me? And they put up in your face that they going to talk to all these people, and they going to get notoriety just like Jamal Bryant. They ain't nothing but plants. Man, I had sex with an underage woman, got her pregnant. Her dad and mama own a funeral home up in Baltimore. Biggest little black funeral home up there. Daddy didn't even prosecute. You know what? His mom and daddy sits over the Methodist church. Y'all know how powerful the Methodist church is? They preside over the black Methodist, over the AME Methodist movement. You know how big that is? Because that connects to the Pope. This nigga never did a day in jail. He should have been incarcerated for child molestation. You didn't hear about it. The parents refused to even try to prosecute. You know how much power this man got? And family, how much business they'll lose? Their daughter being molested by a nasty nigga, a midget, fat-nosed nigga, was more important to them, their business, than him going to prison. Huh? And he was married. They gave up their daughter sexuality to a man, a filthy boy. And they wouldn't even prosecute because they were going to lose money for their funeral home. Police should have stepped. I don't care what they did. The system should have stepped. That's still a minor. That's what the state's supposed to be there for. They can prosecute. Because he's a CIA operative. Run out there with the Baltimore people talking. You ain't see that nigga back on the street yet. Oh, the citizen and the citizen. Now the nigga running for senator up there. Oh, that just makes sense. I'm on the street protesting with blacks, and all of a sudden they saying, you need to be a senator. You need to run. They don't talk to me about being no senator. Nigga ain't gonna shoot me. I'm coming with a bulletproof vest on. They're like, go on into us. Y'all niggas go in first. Big way that thing right here by my side. I'm watching everybody. While I'm sitting, I'm just putting beams on everybody. Trust no one. In the Senate, me, trust none of them. If they kill Caesar, his own senators kill him, I know they'll kill me. That bad. White folk kill white folk. You know they'll kill black folks. Y'all all right? They don't like that talk, do they? I want y'all to think. All I want y'all to do, don't trust me, don't trust nobody. Be a free thinker. Everybody got to be wise. Y'all got me? Everybody got to be wise. All right, come on, we're on the board out here.